Long ago, in the heart of the great Nigerian kingdom of Olumorin, there lived a wise and beautiful queen named Queen Adama. She was known across the land not only for her beauty, but also for her intelligence and kind heart. Her kingdom flourished, and the people loved her deeply. Her husband, King Okikiola, was a mighty warrior and a ruler of great power. However, the king was often consumed by the demands of war and statecraft, leaving his queen longing for his presence and affection. Far from the royal palace, deep within the sacred Ajeji Forest, lived a revered sage, Sage Olorunleke, known to all as a man of great wisdom. He had dedicated his life to meditation and understanding the mysteries of the world. It was said that he had mastered the art of peace and tranquility and had renounced all worldly desires, but destiny, it seemed, had other plans. The royal gathering and the first glimpse, one day, in the grand Olumorin palace, a special gathering was arranged. It was a gathering of the most influential and wise men and women from the farthest corners of the kingdom. Sage Olorunleke was invited, and when he arrived at the palace, his presence commanded attention. His tall figure, adorned with robes of deep blue and red, and his face marked by years of wisdom, radiated an aura of mystery. When Queen Adama first laid eyes on him, something stirred deep within her. His calm, powerful presence made her heart race, and for the first time in many years she felt something she could not understand. An attraction that unsettled her peace. As the event unfolded, Queen Adama tried to focus on her duties, but her thoughts were constantly drawn to the sage. His wisdom, grace, and the sense of inner strength that seemed to emanate from him were unlike anything she had ever encountered. After the gathering ended, Queen Adama, unable to shake the feelings that had stirred within her, instructed her most trusted maid, to invite Sage Olorunleke to stay at the palace for a while. At first, the sage declined, but after the king himself urged him to stay, Sage Olorunleke reluctantly agreed to spend a few days at the palace. The queen's restlessness. As the days passed, Queen Adama found herself becoming increasingly restless. Her mind wandered to the sage, his wisdom, and the mystery that seemed to surround him. On one particular night, when the moon was full and the palace was silent, she slipped from her chambers, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and desire. She moved quietly through the halls, her footsteps echoing softly in the stillness, until she reached the sage's quarters. She hesitated for a moment, gathering her courage, and then knocked gently at the door. From within, Sage Olorunleke's calm voice replied, "Who seeks my presence?" With a steady breath, Queen Adama responded, "It is I, Adama, Queen of Olumorin. I seek counsel from you, wise sage." The sage paused before opening the door. His piercing eyes met hers, and for a moment there was silence between them, a silence that spoke volumes. Inside the sage's chamber, the air was thick with the scent of incense. The dim light from an oil lamp flickered softly, casting shadows that danced along the walls. Queen Adama stepped inside, her presence commanding yet filled with a strange vulnerability. Sage Olorunleke studied her carefully, sensing the turmoil within her. "What brings you here, my queen?" he asked gently. Queen Adama's voice was soft but urgent. "I feel lost, Sage. My heart is restless, and my soul yearns for peace. In your presence, I feel an unfamiliar calm, yet there is also a longing within me, a longing that I cannot ignore." The sage remained silent for a long while, his gaze fixed on her. He had been trained to rise above earthly desires, but the queen's beauty, her pain, and the vulnerability in her eyes stirred something within him. He had lived many years without such temptations, but now he was beginning to feel the pull of human longing. "My queen," Sage Olorunleke began, his voice steady but tinged with the weight of wisdom. Desire is a fleeting thing. It burns brightly, but it is only momentary. True peace comes from within, and it is only through the mastery of one's self that one can achieve tranquility. You must learn to understand your heart and mind before you can find the peace you seek. A struggle between desire and wisdom. Queen Adama, though wise herself, was not immune to the struggles of the heart. She slowly approached the sage, her hands trembling as she reached out to him. "But what if my heart refuses to listen?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. "What if the desire to be close to you is stronger than my wisdom?" For the first time, Sage Olorunleke hesitated. He had spent his life avoiding such feelings, yet here they were, tempting him with a power he had never known. He could feel the Queen's presence, her warmth, her desire. His heart raced, but he knew what he must do. With a deep breath, he withdrew from her, his voice firm and resolute. "You must listen to your heart, yes, but you must also learn to control it. Desire is not love, and love is not desire. True love comes from sacrifice, from the selflessness of giving without expectation. You must learn to let go of what you think you want to find what you truly need." Tears welled in Queen Adama's eyes. She stepped back, her heart breaking as she realized the truth in his words. She had been searching for peace in the wrong places, and in that moment she understood. Desire, though natural, could not provide the fulfillment her soul longed for. She wiped away her tears and nodded. "Thank you, Sage. I understand now. I will seek peace within myself, as you have taught me." Sage Olorunleke smiled kindly. "Remember, my queen, peace is found not in the fulfillment of desire, but in the mastery over it." The next day, Sage Olorunleke returned to the sacred forests of Ajeji to continue his life of meditation and spiritual growth. Queen Adama, too, returned to her duties as queen, but now with a newfound understanding of herself. She devoted her energies to her people, to her kingdom, and to finding the true peace that had eluded her for so long. And so the tale of Queen Adama and Sage Olorunleke became a legend in Olumorin. It was a story passed down from one generation to the next, teaching the people that true peace comes not from desire, but from understanding, wisdom, and self-control. This story teaches us that desire can lead us astray, but true peace and love are found in mastery over ourselves. Desire may be natural, but it is only through wisdom, sacrifice, and understanding that we can achieve true fulfillment.